Hey, Rebel Bankers, welcome back to the Real Estate Money School and welcome to another episode. I'm your host, Chris Noggle, and today's show is going to be a good one. It's going to be incredibly relevant for what's happening right now in these hard times. So this episode is being recorded during the COVID-19 economic crash, economic collapse, economic recession, whatever you're calling it. There's even people, very, very important people, calling it the big D word. But whatever this is to you, that's when I'm doing this episode. And this episode is incredibly relevant for what is happening right now, but it's also going to be relevant for what happens in the future. So that's what we're going to go into, is the investments and what investments are turning into wealth traps. So we always talk about investments in different places you can invest money, but which of these investments right now are a trap? And there's lots of them. And I'm going to talk to you not just about that, but how to avoid them. That's the most important thing. So let's talk about you for a second. On your journey to becoming a Rebel Banker, you're doing a lot of things. You're watching webinars, you're watching more podcasts, you're listening to a lot of things. Maybe you're investing your time. Some of you are investing your money, but you know what? That's great, because that's what successful people do. They invest their time and their money, and that's how they do it. But they're also not unwilling to invest in themselves, and they're not unwilling to invest time. And that's the hardest part. So on your journey to becoming the Rebel Banker you want to be, or that you are becoming, what you need to do is lots of application. Don't just go out and seek knowledge. Go out there, seek knowledge, and apply that knowledge in getting to where you want to be. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, whatever knowledge you're getting, make sure it's relevant to where you want to go. So if you don't know what your perfect day looks like, if you don't know what you are striving for, what your dreams and goals are, then you need to figure that out first. Because if you're just blindly going at this, not knowing where you want to go, you're never going to get there. It'd be like driving somewhere without a map or a GPS. It would take you a long time, and you might not even get there. You might never find your destination. So don't do that with your life. Don't do that with your finances, and don't do that with your investments. And that leads me into what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about investment traps. We're going to talk about the things that are right now looking like an opportunity, but they really might just be a trap. So talking about this is important because, I don't even know how to talk about this in a nice way, but there is so much manipulation going on right now. There's political manipulation, there's news manipulation, there's investment in market manipulation. There is manipulation after manipulation after manipulation. And you know what? Why shouldn't there be? It's an election year. Here we are. We got an election coming up. So there's a lot of things going on that make absolutely no logical sense. So when something doesn't make logical sense, what do we have to do? Well, we have to get through the dust. We have to get through the mess, and we have to find the facts and the truth. And the facts and the truth in these times right now are very easy to see. People are losing their jobs. Unemployment numbers are going up. Businesses are going bankrupt. The economy is not as strong as it appears. So when we talk about that and we talk about what are these traps, well, let's talk about one of the biggest traps that I see. And I'm going to pull a whiteboard over. So I want you all to witness this, okay? So here's a whiteboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw you a little picture, okay? Here's the board. And the picture I'm going to draw you is essentially, this is 2020 right here. So 2020 in January, we were at the absolute top of the stock market, right? We were way up here at the top, and then, it kind of bounced around at the top. But then what happened? Well, February and March, we had COVID hit. We had the country get shut down, and that sent the stock market all the way down to about the 19,000 level of the Dow Jones. So we went all the way down here. And what did that mean? Well, that meant some people lost 20%. That meant some people lost 30%. And there was even people that lost 40%. Depending on how you were invested, that's what you lost. These are your losses, okay? These are all the losses that people suffered during that time. So when that happened, a lot of fear. So this whole ride down creates a thing called fear. And fear perpetuates fear. The more fear there is, the more this just kind of keeps happening and keeps going down. And that's exactly what it did. But then here's where the trap begins. When it hit here, it bounced up, it came up like this, and it created this little resistance, okay? So we'll just put it got resistance, but then it then slowly has kind of just been doing this, not straight up, but this move all the way up. So if this is the high point, this is the highest point up here. This is about where we're at. So on this ride up, what happened is fear went away and greed came back in. So people got greedy again. And like, they forgot all about this. They forgot about the facts. So all this was because of facts. And what were the facts? COVID's real, right? So the facts are COVID is real and it is a bad virus. But that's one fact. The other fact is, shutdown. Let's just put shutdown. So the economy was shut down. Jobs were lost. Unemployment numbers went up and continue to. Bankruptcies are starting. Businesses are going bankrupt. All these are facts, and I could keep going. I just don't have enough paper. So those are the facts. Okay, but then the market rallied back up. Now, why did the market rally? Well, greed and speculation. Hope. Fake news. Okay, how many times in your lives have you made decisions on hope, fake news, and speculation? Well, you might say not many, but I bet you any money it's more than you think. So if this is where we went right now, this is creating the big trap. This is the trap. Oops, T-R-A-P, sorry. That's the trap. Why is this a trap? Well, because if it's based on speculation, if it's based on hope, if it's based on manipulation, can it hold? That's the question, and I don't know, but I can tell you probably not. So my question is who really thinks that this is just going to keep going and exceed our highest levels ever? So these were the good times, right? These were the good old days, good times. And this is where greed was, right? Good times. This was greed driving this up. Now up here, where we're at, based on the facts, can we run higher? No. I mean, politics can run it higher. Some things can run it higher, but really don't get caught in this trap. The trap is this. If you pile all your money back in. So here's the deal. Those who lost 20%, they have to make 25. So they have to make 25. So you need plus, I think it's 25, or actually I think it's 23. So this number perpetuates and goes up and up and up. It's called the drawdown effect. Let me show this to you. This is very important to understand. Here it is, the drawdown effect, okay? The drawdown effect essentially says if you lose money, if you lose 40%, you need to make plus 67% to get back. If you lose 30%, you need to make plus 43%. So the markets went up and people were making their money back. And now all the money that they took out down here, they're piling back in. Or maybe they're buying. This is all people buying stocks. When you're buying stocks on speculation, what's going to happen? Well, it's probably going to go down. So what do I anticipate happening? I anticipate a reversal. We're going to hit a level of, it's basically called a resistance level. And that resistance level certainly is not going to exceed the high points. So when it goes there, where's it going to go? Down. What is this going to create? Fear. Lots of fear. And what does fear do? It perpetuates fear. So when this whole thing starts going down and catches traction, are we going to stop at this point? Okay, that 19,000? Well, I would hope so. But if it doesn't stop there, remember, this is the Dow Jones we're talking about. If it doesn't stop at this support, okay, because this will now be your floor. And that's a very solid floor. We might even stop here. And what I do is I call these gas stations. Okay, you stop there and you fuel up. That's it. And then after that, it's going to go down to the next level and you're going to get gas and you're going to fuel and it might even bounce. Okay, but then it could go back down. And where's the final resting place, in my opinion? Well, you have to go all the way back to 2008 and 9, and you'll find that 16,000 on the Dow is that final resting place. At least I hope. My God, help us all if it goes lower than that. So the trap is everybody's buying in to the markets right here. People are plowing money back in. I hear it every day on the calls that I'm doing. I hear it every single day. People are literally being like, oh, wow, the market's going back up. I'm investing, or I'm day trading. If you don't know how to day trade, please don't day trade. You don't understand what you don't understand. It's like what Will Rogers says. The biggest problem in America is not what people don't know. It's what they think they know that just ain't so. Well, don't do that if you don't know what you're doing. You will get hurt. The market makers and the people that know what they're doing are going to steal your money. And it's not even stealing. It's legal. It's basically they know something you don't know, and they're going to take advantage of it. So how do you avoid this? Well, you avoid this very simply by not falling into the trap. Don't buy into the trap. Exactly. Don't buy. If you're buying in, have rules. Okay. So follow the rules. So how do you avoid the trap? To avoid the trap, you need to follow your rules. And your rules have to have an entry and an exit point. If you buy at $10, your exit point, whatever you decide, it could be $20. Okay, maybe you buy at 10 and you sell at 20, or maybe it's 10%, maybe it's a gain, or a 20% gain, which is getting a bit greedy. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Not many people are going to get 20% right now because it's just not going to continue to keep running. This is a trap. This is the first trap I'm talking about, okay? The very first trap I wanted to do for this episode is the market trap. I'm seeing this happen at the craziest levels, because what happens? Let's talk about why does this actually happen? Why is it that this trap forms? Well, people start seeing the markets going up. They start watching the fake news. They start talking to people that don't know what they don't know. Coworkers, friends, family, not people living the life that they want, not people living the perfect day that you want to be living. These are just people that are not living the life you want, giving you advice on things that are supposed to help you live the life that you want. You're just taking advice from the wrong people. But because of that advice, your mind starts playing tricks on you, which creates the trap. Those tricks are you start thinking you missed out on an opportunity. Oh my God, I didn't buy in down here in March. Oh my God, I got to get my money back in the market and I got to take advantage because I'm missing that opportunity. Folks, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything at all. All you're doing is missing out on a whole bunch of stress and a whole bunch of grief and a whole bunch of losses unless you know what you're doing. Some of you know what you're doing, but if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to trade these crazy, crazy markets, it's a trap. It's a trap, folks. Let's talk about another trap because this is getting fun. So here's another trap. It's called the real estate trap. So here's the real estate trap, and I'm seeing this a lot. People want to invest their money. They have money. Maybe it's money from their 401k that they're taking from the CARES Act. Maybe they read my book, The Private Money Guide, and they found a bunch of money and they want to buy in. Right now, real estate. So here, let me show you this. This is how it works. Okay. Here's the market. Now remember, we've been coming down. So this is 2020 again. I'm just going to draw it again. Here's the stock markets. These are stocks. So the overall market comes down, and then also this is the economy. The economy is also coming down with the markets. But then there's real estate. What is real estate doing right here? Real estate is a lagging indicator. And I'm just going to put this as real estate is lagging. Look it up. That's what it's doing. Real estate doesn't go down with the markets. It did in 2008, but that was because real estate was the reason for the market fall. Okay? That's why it wasn't lagging. It was the cause. The mortgage industry, the CMOs, the GMOs, the mortgage-backed securities, all that stuff. That's why the market crashed. So, of course, real estate crashed with the market, but this is different. This is based on fear of a virus in the economy. This is solely based on politics, the economy, and a virus. Okay, that's why this is going down, not real estate. So what is real estate doing? It's going up. Real estate's going up when everything else is going down, creating a false sense of reality, creating a trap. This is a trap. I know a lot of people that are trying to jump in to buy real estate. Oh my God, I'm missing out on the opportunity. I got to buy. I got to take my money that I have. I got to buy into the real estate market right now. Now listen, there are opportunities that are working right now in real estate. Wholesaling, working really freaking well because you're in and out. You're nimble, okay? You get in and you get out. You're in and you're out. Literally like 30-day windows, right? So you can weather the storm. You can weather the movement. You can weather the lag. But there's a lot of people jumping in, buying flips, big projects. They're going to get caught. in this, okay? Because eventually, let's talk about the facts again, right? What were some of the facts? Well, job loss, okay? People that are losing jobs, what's happening? Well, they're getting unemployment, but how much unemployment? They're getting more unemployment in some cases than what they were making when they were working. This is stimulus. This is the government stimulating the economy. That doesn't last forever. And if you think it does, come on over to my house and I'll let you ride my pet unicorn around the backyard. It's got a horn and rainbows and everything. Yeah, you can come over and ride that. If you believe that I have a pet unicorn, well, then you would believe what I'm telling you here is the big trap. Because it's manipulation. It's not even real. Unicorns aren't real, nor is this. Like if you're buying into this thinking it's going to keep going up, what planet do you live on? If you think that's going to keep happening, this is la la land. This is not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not. History proves that it's not. It can't happen. So this is the trap. The trap is right now, real estate will start going down. When? Well, this is historically, let me write this in a black marker, this period from when the market drops to when real estate drops, and this is not an exact science, is usually 3 to 6 months. This one could be 12 months. Why 12 months? Why would it go 12 months? Stimulus, folks. Extra unemployment checks, PPP loans, economic disaster loans, lots of stimulus, lots of printing of money. That printing of money is making your current money worth less. It's called inflation. When they print dollars, it steals money from your dollars. And when your dollars become weaker, that is what's called inflation. It takes more money to buy goods and services. It's been around forever. It's a hidden tax. But this is why it could go 3 to 6 months. Listen, don't get caught in this trap. Don't. It will hurt really bad. It hurt a lot of people in 2007 that were thinking that the real estate boom was never going to end. They were buying. And then all of a sudden when it hit, and real estate values came down, they lost everything. Don't lose everything. Don't lose 20%. Don't lose 30%. Don't lose 50%. Don't lose everything by just not falling into the trap. Stop thinking that you're missing an opportunity. The opportunity has not even come. The opportunity is way over here. This is your opportunity. Okay? This is your opportunity. Do you see what I'm writing? These are your opportunities here when the market goes down. When is this? 12 months? 24 months? I don't know. When is this? I don't know. 3 months? 6 months? 12 months? How will you know when this happens? Holy crap. Well, how about open your eyes? These are the opportunities we're looking for. Right here and right here. Folks, that's a trap. That's a freaking trap. That's a trap. And every one of the people that I'm talking to, not all of them, but some of them are buying into this ridiculous magic show, this manipulated magic show that you're in. This is what people are buying into. Folks, this is important stuff, and this is relevant for what's happening right now, and this is relevant for your life. Warren Buffett is sitting back waiting. And Warren Buffett will continue to sit and wait until the opportunity hits, until the opportunity presents itself. He's a bottom feeder and he's got wisdom and he's not in a rush. You don't have to be in a rush. You do have to have your money working for you, but there's ways to do that are safe and sound and even guaranteed, where you don't have to sit and rush to make your money work for you. Just sit back and learn and set your plan, design your plan so that you can avoid these traps. By making irrational decisions and jumping in it increases your probability of losing money by a lot. And all you need to do is just sit back, observe, stop listening to people that don't know what they don't know, start making your own factual basis, your own plan. If you're going to trade the stock market, come up with a trading plan. Okay, if you're going to buy real estate, come up with a plan. What are you going to do? What strategy are you going to use? What are you going to do if that strategy doesn't work? Do you have a plan B? Do you have a plan C? Do you have a plan D? Get a plan in place before you do anything, because the plan will set you free. The plan will be how you reach your dreams. The plan will be exactly how you live your perfect day. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Real Estate Money School. This is how you avoid the traps in the markets that is happening right now. And this is so just unbelievably valuable and just viable for what's going on right now and what I'm seeing every day. I talk to so many people, and so many people are getting bad advice on what to do with their money, and that bad advice will cost them their financial future. It's called the financial roller coaster, the financial wheel. It's what it is. You're stuck on it because you get the wrong advice. The right advice is there. I'm giving you bits and pieces of it. Check my other episodes out. Check MSTV out, and you will see all of the truth. It's there. It's just the people don't have the right knowledge because nobody's really out there giving financial knowledge. Nobody's teaching people how money really works. Thank you all so much for your time. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Real Estate Money School. Go out there, take action. And again, one more time, Warren Buffett says, when others are greedy, be fearful. When others are fearful, be greedy. And he also says, buy low, sell high, and don't lose money. So that's your trading plan. That's your buying plan. Go out there, apply that knowledge, and let's make some money, and let's create the perfect day. We'll see you soon.